Okay guys, it is time to discuss what everyone is thinking. Pep Guardiola, a tactical genius or an overrated manager with deep pockets? In this video, we're diving deep into his career to uncover the truth behind the legend. The early success at Barcelona, genius, or lucky? Guardiola's journey to football stardom. In his first season, Pep led Barcelona to a historic treble, revolutionizing the game with his tiki-taka philosophy. It was beautiful, it was effective, and it was dominant. But here's where things get controversial. Did Guardiola really create this greatness, or was he simply the beneficiary of a golden generation? Messi was already on his way to becoming the best player in the world. Xavi and Iniesta were in their prime. Was Pep just in the right place at the right time? Would another manager have achieved the same results with these players? Critics argue that Guardiola didn't build this team, he inherited it. What do you think? Did Guardiola truly mold this Barcelona team, or was he simply riding the wave of their talent? Bayern Munich, maintaining dominance or underachieving? He was stepping into a team that had just won the treble under Jupp Heynckes. Expectations were sky high, and everyone wanted to see if Pep could bring his magic to the Bundesliga. Domestically, Bayern were unstoppable under Pep, winning the Bundesliga in all 3 of his seasons in charge. But when it came to the Champions League, the true test of Europe's elite, Pep fell short. 3 consecutive semi-final exits. Was this a failure on Guardiola's part? Some say yes, arguing that with the talent at his disposal, he should have delivered another European title. Was Guardiola's Bayern just a continuation of Heynckes' work? Did he elevate the team or did he merely maintain the status quo? And in the biggest games, did his tactical genius actually work against him?
Here's Ronaldo. Now Contra has managed to get in behind Boateng. Here's a chance! Here's a goal!
Manchester City, tactical brilliance or financial muscle? When Guardiola moved to Manchester City in 2016, it was billed as the ultimate test of his managerial prowess. The results speak for themselves: multiple Premier League titles, a domestic treble, and some of the most attractive football the league has ever seen. But here's the question: how much of this success is down to Guardiola's tactical brilliance, and how much is simply the result of City's financial power? Over £1 billion spent on transfers. Could any top manager have done the same, or even better, with such resources? Is Guardiola's legacy at City built on his tactical acumen, or is it just a case of having the deepest pockets in the league? And why has he only achieved 1 Champions League, despite all this spending? Tactical innovations, revolutionizing football, or just a trend? One of the key arguments for Guardiola's greatness is his tactical innovations. At Barcelona, he brought tiki-taka to the world's attention. Of how football is played. But here's the counterpoint: was tiki-taka really Guardiola's invention, or was it just an evolution of what Johan Cruyff started at Barcelona? And has football moved on from this style? Many teams now favor a more direct approach, countering the very tactics Guardiola championed. Could it be that his influence is overstated? And what about those times when his tactical experiments backfired? In crucial Champions League matches, we've seen Guardiola make changes that left fans scratching their heads. Has his tactical genius sometimes been his own worst enemy? For instance, in the Champions League, Guardiola has sometimes opted for unconventional formations or made last-minute substitutions that disrupted the team's flow. These decisions have sometimes led to unexpected losses, raising questions about whether his constant tinkering is always beneficial. Is Guardiola's tactical flexibility a sign of brilliance, or does it indicate a lack of a solid, consistent strategy? We want to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comments. Bayern, painful defeats with City. Is this a sign that Guardiola struggles when it matters most? Or is it simply the nature of the champion? Football experts often point out that the Champions League is a different beast. It's about handling immense pressure, adapting to diverse styles, and sometimes, just plain luck. Just ask Jose Mourinho. Guardiola's teams have been favorites every season, but being unable to clinch the title has become a recurring theme. Does this drought diminish his legacy, or is it an unfortunate but understandable part of the game? Let us know what you think down below. The intangibles? Passion or burnout? Beyond tactics and trophies, there's another side to Guardiola, his intense personality and the relentless drive he demands from his players. This passion has brought him success, but it's also led to burnout, both for himself and for those around him. Is this intensity part of what makes him great, or is it a flaw that limits his long-term success? Critics argue that while Guardiola's methods bring short-term results, they may not be sustainable over time. Could this explain why he's often seen burning out at the clubs, citing exhaustion? At Bayern, there were reports of players growing weary of his demanding style. And at City, similar whispers have surfaced, suggesting that Guardiola's relentless pursuit of perfection can take a toll on his teams over the long term. Some former players have praised his ability to inspire and elevate their performances, while others have mentioned the high-pressure environment and constant demand for improvement is challenging to handle. Is Guardiola's relentless drive a strength that pushes his teams to excel, or does it create an unsustainable environment that leads to burnout? So, is Pep Guardiola overrated, or is he truly one of football's greatest minds? Influenced the modern game are undeniable. But the resources at his disposal, the talent he's managed, and his struggles in Europe all not be compared to managers such as Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger, and Jose Mourinho, at least until he manages a club where everything is not handed to him. Sir Alex won the European title with Aberdeen, then later revolutionized Manchester United as a club. Mourinho's time at Porto was a blueprint for everyone to follow when competing against bigger teams, then his achievements at Madrid, Chelsea, and Inter solidified his legacy. Arsene Wenger's 22 years at Arsenal, completing a feat never done before, nor after, the invincible season, also solidify his legacy. Pep Guardiola's management legacy can be best compared to Zidane's, incredible highlights, massive achievements but question marks as of this moment as to how good they really are when being compared to the best. Whether you see Guardiola as a genius or someone who's benefited from fortunate circumstances might depend on how you weigh these factors. Is he a visionary who's reshaped football, or has his success been overstated? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of football. And most